Yeah, man, it's what's the good, what's good world. It's DJ Chase, the pregame party miss podcast on 17 Podcast Network. We are back, season two. It's been a vibe. I'm sorry, guys. I took some time off, but we back, man. We got New York City zone. He's outside, we outside. The one and only Creedle, man. What's shaking, bro?
What's going on? What's going on? Now I know people make it, common mistake. It's Cradle. It's Cradle.
Oh, Cradle. I'm sorry, my fault.
The crazy part, it's actually was a family debate. So check this. So I have a lot of family down south where's the name, originated from, right?
Yeah.
So when my family moved up north, some people were saying Creedle, and
Yeah.
I didn't know until I was 18 years old that my actual name was pronounced Cradle. It took the family from down south to be like, "Yo, y'all bugging, like that's not it."
So they used to say Creedle.
Yeah. So every time I bump into because again, I didn't find out until I was 18.
Yeah.
So every time I see someone from like middle school or like high school or elementary, they be like, "Yo, Creedle." I'm like, nah, bro. I just found out my name is Cradle. You gotta call me Cradle now.
That's funny. What's funny? My mom last name is like that. Like her name is Studwood. Like we are from like her mom is Studwood, but somebody had to change it because my grandmother be doing like the genealogy, and somebody definitely changed the name. So it's like she's trying to figure out if it's Studwood or Stewwood or something like that. Trust me, I deal with it too. Copy, man. So just to get a little introduction about yourself, man. You repping Queens, New York. What part of Queens you from, bro?
Man, I'm from Southside Jamaica, Queens. You know what I'm saying? I used to see 50. I'm like, oh, what's good?
Yo, you know what's crazy? Like I've interviewed almost like 6 artists straight from Queens. Everybody. Oh, yeah, Queens. Y'all been holding it down as far as like music and independent. Everybody I've been dealing with has been from Queens so far. Crazy. Yeah, man. So basically, how did you get into music? Because your bio kind of says like you would think that you only just came out last year, but I know that's not true. So what made you get into music and how long you been doing music?
I've been doing music since 2014. And for me, I say 2014 because that's when I actually started recording music. And yeah, pretty much I started in the church at the age of 6. So I started on the choir at church and in school. Started, poetry, right, high school as well. And I pretty much just started, building from there and putting the pieces together. And, now I have the ability to combine the singing ability with my rap ability. And that's why when people ask me, are you a singer or rapper? I just say I'm a music artist because at the end of the day, however I feel, I can tap into both. So I just say I'm a music artist and I just express what needs to be expressed through whatever, I feel fit.
Yeah, dope, man. And one thing I really kind of was like noticing with you, like you're because you have some artists that can't perform. You have some artists that stay in the studio all day long, and but you're a very performance-driven artist. I don't know if you like noticed that you're very performance-based artist. I'm doing my homework. I do my homework. So
I appreciate you.
So being a performance-based artist like yourself, how has COVID affected you?
Let's just say that doing this right now was very weird for me. Like having a conversation, like to me, like right now, it's like FaceTime. You know what I'm saying? We just chop it up,
Yeah.
But when it came to like open mics virtually, what? Performing my stuff over the phone or computer or laptop, it was very weird for me. So I'll say that first week of doing that was kind of weird, but at the end of the day, I had to keep in mind like, hey, like these are open mics based in different states. You know what I'm saying? So I was planting seeds at the same time, so I know when stuff does open up and I start to travel, which I'm going on tour next month. I can start planting seeds, and that's pretty much what it's been able to do.
Yeah, copy, man. And you have a very unique sound. You have like a more falsetto. You sing it falsetto. You sing it really hot. So but you do like cross of Afrobeat, EDM, hip hop. How did you develop that sound, bro?
It's crazy because to me it's just natural, and then people just pick up on what I do. Because at the end of the day, for me, I feel shout out to my big brother, big brother, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That influenced my sound, even though he doesn't do music, but he had me listen to. So I was 8 years old bumping Get Rich Die Trying. I was bumping Lord Willing by the Clips. I was listening to Coldplay. I was, listening to all these different sounds like MGMT, like electronic music, alternative music, like real hip, like Tupac, Biggie, NWA. So it was so many different sounds. You can even throw Neptunes in there. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to so many different sounds, and especially throwing Kanye in there too, for sure.
Of course.
He put me on to like the college dropout and late registration. So it's like hearing all of that stuff growing up, and Kid Cudi as well. It pretty much, you can hear all my influences, all in one. So like some days I feel like Afrobeat, some days I feel, this way, that way, and I just, been able to put it together and create my own sound in my own lane.
Nah, that's very dope, because I feel like me as a producer, at least in my studio, so I'm a producer too, a lot of artists, they one track, you know what I'm saying? I try to work with diverse artists because I get bored. So if I work with an artist that just literally just says, you know what, I'm gonna rap straight through, or I don't want to take direction, or I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Or even me making beats, like right now, I've been doing a lot of like live instrumentation type beats. So like real, like live, like hard rock drums. That's very appreciated. That's the moral of my story. It's very appreciated to have an artist and it's very refreshing to have an artist that can do, multiple sounds like that, because, that benefits you in the long run, especially touring, especially those big venues, that gets that crowd going. You know what I'm saying? And I want to ask you this, like, because you do rap, you have the song Told You, where you're actually rapping, you're doing on some trap joint. Do you feel like when you're doing shows, did that benefit you to have both sounds like that, singing and rapping?
Tremendously. Tremendous. And it really showed, shout out to more bookings, but I went on tour in November and December. But in December we went to Atlanta, where we were able to actually perform. And I had to switch it up. Like I had to switch it up, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, still letting them know that where I'm from, but having the ability to have both crowds has been awesome. And then I had shows like what show was it? JCal, which is the Jamaica Arts Festival that's on Jamaica Avenue every year. And it was like it's a mixture. You got kids, you got older people in there. So finding that balance of clean music and what can appeal to everyone at the end of the day. So do keep that in mind, when it does come to the music, the live music production and putting shows together.
Copy. And right now we got a lot of like social media platforms. We have TikTok, we got Instagram, we got Clubhouse, we got Facebook, we got Snapchat. Do you feel the pressures of, because now the new thing is get lit on social media? You might be the most talented artist, but if your social media numbers are not a certain way, they won't even look at you. So do you feel like, I think I know the answer to this, but I'm not too sure, but do you feel like that you have to be pressured into making like one of those catchy TikTok songs?
It depends on what your purpose in music is. Your purpose is just because some people just use it for, therapeutically, just for themselves. So they don't care.
Yeah.
Bunch of following, and everything. But if some people, do it for recognition, you know what I'm saying? Then in their head, it's like, I do need to have my social media booming. In my personal case, I don't really feel the pressure of whatever's meant for me is meant for me. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I don't want to feel like I'm chasing anything. If it's what God wants, it's what God wants. Because at the end of the day, the chase dropped, and it's over 65,000 streams, and
that's a good number for independent. Don't let nobody tell you any otherwise. Because I know, let me tell you something. I see, people be DMing me, and not to cut you off, People hit me up for interviews. They be popping artists, big artists. You go to their Spotify, be like net graded less than 1,000. Like you go to their Spotify, 4 songs, no 1,000. They don't even have 1,000 streams. So that's dope, you know.
No, yeah, for sure. But for it to do that in less than 2 weeks, like crazy.
That's good.
But it's like going back into what your purpose is.
Mm.
Made the record, I wasn't thinking like, oh, yo, this record's gonna blow up and do it. Like, I just wanted to get my message out and influence, you know, as many people as possible. I just want to change lives at the end of the day, man.
Yeah, man. And the Chase, that's why we here too. The new record, the Chase. You know who? Well, I gotta ask for my producers. I always ask this: the big singles. Who produced the Chase?
So it was produced by a producer in Germany. Name was Origami Beats, and we also had live instrumentation on the record, you know, by The Resistance, which is a music production company I'm partnered with CREDLE Entertainment. I'm CEO, artist of CREDLE Entertainment, my own record.
We was getting into that. We're gonna get to that.
We're gonna get into that. And I'm partnered with a music production company, so they were able to place, you know, live bass, live drums on the record as well.
That's fire. That's fire. And it's a very unique sound because, like I said, it goes back to the hybrid Afro beat. But you see, you know what's crazy? A lot of people do the Afro beat, but they do straight Afro beat. You actually incorporated EDM to it, which was dope, especially like the vocal cadences, the pitches and the tones. You definitely added a lot of EDM to it. And you know, to go back to that, what's your goal for the record? Do you want to, like, I know you say you're getting ready to go back on tour, but what's your goal? Because I'm one of those people too. So I'm really like, I want to do this with this song. Like, do we got a video coming? Okay, do you want to like get it to like 200,000 streams? What's up with this? What's the goal for the record to Chase?
So I'll go short and I'll go big, right?
Okay.
So yes, we have a visual coming out soon, y'all. So hang on to that. You know what I'm saying? We got something nice. You feel me? Something nice coming soon. Video is definitely on the way. And as far as streams, you know, my goal is 1 million, man. 1 million streams.
Copy.
For sure. Or over 1 million streams. But it's not because of being able to say I have 1 million streams. Because I've touched 1 million people. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if me reaching 1 million people, I might have changed their whole day. They might have had a bad day, whatever. But I'm just hoping when my record comes on that they're in a better mood. You know what I'm saying? But long term, I can have it as leverage so I can pitch it to movies and film. That's what I really want the numbers for.
I feel you on that. Trust me, I've been doing that for like a year. I actually spoke to a music supervisor early this year. I kind of BS because I was like going through something, but trust me, it's definitely worth it. And you know, you've dealt with because you have your own label, CREDLE Entertainment. Excuse me, CREDLE Entertainment. Now you yes, one of your singles, Fall Back, that was actually picked up by Empire, correct?
Yes.
That's dope. And how did that feel? Like, so was it like a distribution deal, or they was just like, you know what, we're gonna pick you up for a single deal? How did that come about?
One shout out to Radio Pushers who was the middleman in that whole situation. So pretty much we were thinking of brainstorming as far as what is the best way to distribute the music video. And you know, our teams came together and you know, we were able to you know, get it approved, you know, with Empire, and they were able to distribute it, you know, on iTunes, you know, Tidal, Roku, it even got on Excite. For those who don't know about Excite, it's a very, very, very exclusive platform. Like, not everybody gets on it. Not even all the major artists get on there.
Yeah, I know what that is. Yeah. So
for our video to be on there was very, very impressive.
Copy, man. And with CREDLE Entertainment, that's a hot name too, by the way. You know what, like, because you already dealt with this assigned major company. Empire's independently majorly independent. But do you feel like, you know what, I want to sign artists, I want to sign acts, so I'm just gonna be like, you know what, I got myself cooking right now, so I'm just gonna do me, and then if it happens, it happens.
Yeah, I've honestly, you know, my blueprint for me was watching good music, you know, with Kanye and Pusha T. You know, they pretty much established themselves. So like even before that, you know how Jay-Z established himself and he was able to help Kanye get to where he's at. Kanye established himself and he was able to, you know, Big Sean, Kid Cudi, you know, and that's pretty much where I'm at. So my end game is, yes, to help artists get to the next level, but I know I do have to focus on me in order to for me to get to the next level so I can help them even more. But it's crazy. I still do help artists because I do songwrite, you know, artists, and I do help artists as far as with their marketing strategies, you know, business strategies as well. But as far as like management, I do that a bit with our artist right now, Moon Sky, which is my sister.
Oh, dope! That's dope.
Yeah, who's on the Fallback record. So I'm pretty much she's my experiment as far as my management skills and everything.
But you know what's dope about that though? That's that support system, and that's really dope. Sometimes I wish my little brother, he thinks I'm an asshole, but he don't be trying to help me at all. But you know what I'm saying? But you know, regardless, that's a dope situation, dog, for real. Like, and much success as one label owner to another, like much respect. Yeah. I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to do publishing administration, to do register your ASCAP, trademark, copyright. It's a lot of stuff that goes into that. So you have my blessings on that, bro. And then my last question for the night is what's one goal that you want to accomplish this year? Like you say, you know what? I put the record out. I got the Chase song popping, the Chaser popping, you know what I'm saying? So what's your one goal for this year?
Whew. Oh man, I have a laundry list, but if I have to say one, again, what it all comes down to, what you know, my purpose in music is reaching, you know, millions of people, you know, and influencing their everyday life in a positive way. So being a positive impact to millions of people. So and I feel like through that, everything else will come.
There you have it, man. My guy Credle, man. Mr. Credle, thank you so much for popping up, pulling in with me. We made it happen. Shout out to my girl V Honey. She be on at the Boss Dawn. You know, shout out anything like that. If the Chase is gonna be on the album, how can somebody send you some beats? How can somebody do that? Because you know, people listen to me. They come for me for the game because I'm always giving jewels. I'm always like screaming at people like, do this. You got to get your publishing. How can people reach you? Plug whatever you got to plug. Let's get it.
Let's get it. So yeah, quick sidebar, you know, merch is available. You know what I'm saying?
Let's get that merch. Let's get it.
At CREDLEentertainment.com. That's where you can find the record as well, all on my website. But yes, Credle the Chase is available on all streaming platforms. If you do look to collaborate, you know what I'm saying? Again, go to my website. I do have a contact us, you know, tab, so you can tap in with me on that. But yeah, definitely reach out. You know, we're always looking to work with you know, with other great creatives, you know, especially music supervisors as well. If you want that record, you know what I'm saying? Definitely, you know, follow suit. And you can follow me on Instagram. I am at I am Credle. That's CREDLE, and that's also the same tag on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok as well.
There you go, man. My guy Credle. Is it K Credle or just Credle? What's up?
Oh, so I officially made the name change in January. So all my music is under my whole catalog is under my new name, Credle, and that's in caps. And I don't cap in my music. It's all real. You heard?
There you go. My guy Credle, man. Queens, South Jamaica in the building, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for your time. I know time is precious. Time is of the essence. You know what I'm saying? It's DJ Chase, the pregame party mix podcast on 17 podcast networks, Dynasty Radio. We're going to be back Monday nights, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. It's DJ Chase. Follow me, Instagram _DJ Chase. That's all I got. Twitter at DJ Chase. Let's go. Yeah. DJ Chase TV.
It's official. Come on. Locked in with DJ Chase on the pregame party mix.